Yay! Virat put to bed. See, guys, these are one of my favorite couples on the street of YouTube. Yeah, if you don't know these guys, their channel name is Tato and Vira. They actually live in the US, right? Now, this couple, if you watch them, you love them. You love them. You love them. You love this couple. Vera is African, can see from the pictures, and she's from Cameroon, so she's a Cameroonian. See, I don't know if that accent she has is a Cameroon accent, but I actually just love the way she speaks. I feel that there's a way she just speaks that makes me want to watch her all the time. The accent, I'm not sure it's Cameroonian, but there's a way she talks, and I love her. Her eye movements, her lip movements, and the way she shine her eyes. See, even though this baby is going to be white, but I just want the baby to have her eyes. Like her eyes are, how will I put it? Her eyes are making me feel so. In fact, it's funny and it makes me feel so good watching her. Right. So this, particular couple, they are so fun to watch. Like I met them through YouTube Shorts, and from there I subscribed to their channel, follow them down to their channel. I've been watching them ever since. Like I love them. The husband is cute and he's so caring, like very, very caring. And she has been pregnant, and all through the pregnancy period, the pregnancy vlogs, the preparation for the CS and everything, I've been following them up, and the day I saw that she has given birth, I was so happy yesterday. I was so happy that she has given birth. I can't wait to see a child. I can't wait to see, everything, postpartum vlogs and all that. Okay, so they've given birth, and the husband is so happy to have his son. Okay, they had a baby boy. He's so happy to have his son by his side. You see, when she was talking about the story, how the process of the delivery, the CS, it made me remember mine. And while watching, I couldn't watch that part because I became so emotional. That's the reason why I'm making this video. I remember when she said, after giving her the epidural anesthesia, so after that point, she said she was just lying down there because from her waist down to her legs was numb. And after the epidural, they started tearing her up. Okay, it started tearing her up and bringing out the baby. She didn't feel any pain, but she was just feeling the pulls. She would know that they are pulling her and, bringing out something. In my own case, it was very different because my own time, the epidural didn't really work for me. Like the different shots they were giving to me, they would tell me to raise my leg up, and I was still raising my leg up. And because my situation was not elective CS, it was because I actually went for, normal vaginal delivery, and along the line my baby started breathing so fast. When the nurses checked the heartbeat rate, and it was faster than normal, and they said, oh, I am dilating. I was over 6 centimeter, I guess, and according to them I should go for CS. I was very okay with it because I was prepared for anything. All I wanted was my baby, and they wheeled me down to the theater. So in that case, because the baby was breathing fast, they wouldn't want anything to happen to the baby. So they spoke to my husband, of course, who was also working there, because my husband was also a doctor there. And they spoke to him that they would just, have to do this CS, and he agreed. We signed the papers, and I was there. And after everything, they were expecting me to be numb down there, and I wasn't numb, and I was still raising up my legs, and they decided to tear me with the knife. Oh God. Anytime I think about this part, it kills me. I started screaming because imagine you are still alive and somebody is tearing your tummy up just to save your baby. I remember telling the doctor that I'm still feeling pains, and he said no, it's just my mindset. That is my mindset, that he knows I'm not feeling pains. I said, sir, I'm feeling pains. I know what I'm saying. And they continue to busher me. I will just say busher because they continue to tear me. And they felt maybe, according to them, some patients, sometimes they just, because the fear of CS and the fear of the knives and all that, they will just continue to cry even though they were not feeling pains. But I think they noticed that the pain was real. And before you know, I didn't know what was happening again. It's like they gave me another shot to make me sleep off. Normally, when they are, having CS, you're not supposed to sleep off. But when they notice that maybe the epidural didn't work for you, they are going to just, shut you down. And that's how I was, shot. And in my dreams, so I don't know whether in my imaginations, or I don't know if I was dead or alive, but at that point I started seeing different images. I started seeing things like, giant robots on the sky, like I was floating on the sky. And I didn't even know what was happening to me. I didn't know that they at that point they have fired me, like they fired me shots to make me just sleep. And that feeling was one of the peaceful feelings I've never had in my life. And it made me know that death is a peaceful feeling. Like when somebody's about to die and they finally die, it's actually a very peaceful feeling. But that's what I felt. Death is actually peaceful. Even though none of us want to die yet, but it was actually a very, very peaceful one. And all that time, I was as if I was floating, and it was sweet. I don't even know how to explain. It was a sweet feeling, like I shouldn't even come back. You get, but thank God I came back, because definitely when they shut you out like that, there is a time limit for you to come back to life. And then all of a sudden, I came back to life, and then they were done. I always started noticing that they are sewing me up, trying to clean me up, and all that. And I started calling out for my daughter's name, because I felt, okay, wait, why am I not hearing my daughter cry? Because I've seen friends who will say, oh, during their time, they heard the baby cry. Moment they were done, even before they start stitching them up, they started hearing their baby cry. I didn't hear my baby cry, so I felt, oh, is it that my baby is dead? God forbid. I started tearing up, I started crying, and the doctors were telling me, no, your baby is alive. Your baby is alive. I didn't believe them. I said, I want to see my baby. I started calling my baby's name inside the theater, and they were like, oh, your baby already has a name. I said, yes, I gave her that name even while she was still in my womb. And finally, they told me, okay, the thing is that they have already given my baby to my husband. And at that point, they were cleaning me up, so they didn't want him to come inside with the baby again, because the nurses have already handed the baby over to him after, cleaning up the baby. So I was still there getting worried until when they tried to wheel me out into, the ward. That was when my husband brought my baby to me. And the moment I saw my husband coming towards me, because I was still like kind of dizzy, I couldn't see clearly and all that. When I saw my husband's image coming, close to me with a baby, and the clothes I chose for her, the clothes I bought, I saw, wrapped in it and all that. I was so happy. I know that, okay, my baby is alive. If my baby was dead, definitely they won't be wrapping my baby with the baby things I bought. And that was just my story. Because of this our story, I just remembered mine. Oh my God. Thank God. Congrats, Vira.